Hold up, did you hear the latest? India just shook the travel world, and Americans are absolutely fuming. We're talking marathon visa waits, new fees that feel more like fines, and safety warnings that read like horror stories. It's like India handed out lemons, and suddenly everyone's realizing they forgot how to make lemonade. Buckle up, because what's coming next is messy, hilarious, and a little brutal. But before we dive in, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. I subscribe, and I'll personally welcome you into the family. With that said, let's get started. Alright, let's talk about the giant thorn in everyone's side: visa wait times. If you thought standing in line at the DMV was bad, wait till you see this. In Chennai, applicants are waiting a jaw-dropping 8.5 months just to get an appointment. That's almost enough time to make a new human being. Over in Kolkata, it's a slightly less horrifying, but still ridiculous 6 months. New Delhi clocks in at around 4.5 months, and the lucky ones in Mumbai and Hyderabad, a breezy 3 months. That's not just a coup, it's a crusade, complete with suffering, patience, and probably a few broken spirits along the way. And just when you thought, okay, at least there's a workaround. Nope. Starting September 2025, the US pulls the plug on the Dropbox option. That means no more sneaky, convenient renewals where you just send in your passport and wait. Nope, now it's face the music. Everyone's got to march to the consulate, sit in the waiting room, and play the visa interview Hunger Games. In short, less convenience, more chaos. Number 1. Money, privacy, and headaches. And if time wasn't already being stolen from you, let's talk about the US reaching into your wallet. Beginning October 1, 2025, there's a brand new shiny thing called the Visa Integrity Fee. Sounds nice, right? Wrong. It's a $250 slap on top of the regular charges. Add that all up, and you're staring at a total of around $442 just to apply. Not to get approved, to apply. Imagine paying that much for a lottery ticket where the prize is just the chance to stand in a long airport line. But wait, there's more. Forget Big Brother. This is Big Uncle Sam scrolling through your social media history. When you apply for a visa, they want to see it all: your tweets, your Insta selfies, maybe even that embarrassing Tumblr blog you swore you deleted in 2011. Privacy? What's that? Suddenly, your mean choices could matter as much as your GPA. And speaking of GPAs, let's pour one out for the students. F1 visa appointments, the golden ticket to US universities, are drying up fast. New slots are scarce, delays are worse than ever, and students are left in limbo, wondering if their American dream is about to be postponed. Again. For them, it's less about travel headaches and more about, do I even get to start my semester this year? Number 2. Safety warnings and border drama. And just when you thought the paperwork circus was enough, here come the safety warnings, straight from Uncle Sam's official travel advisory. The US slapped India with a level 2 advisory, which basically says, yeah, go if you want, but maybe don't get too comfy. The spotlight? Rising violent crime, with a big red underline on sexual assaults at tourist hotspots, markets, and transit hubs. Translation: the Taj Mahal is stunning, but keep your guard up while grabbing street food or haggling for souvenirs. Now for the do not travel zones. Jammu and Kashmir, except for Eastern Ladakh, is a firm no-go. Same goes for those tense border areas. And here's a quirky twist. Using satellite phones or GPS devices in these regions isn't just frowned upon, it's outright illegal. Imagine, you're lost in the mountains, trying to check Google Maps, and suddenly you've broken the law. Adventure tourism, but make it courtroom drama. And if you do end up in an emergency near Manipur or the northeastern states, good luck. You'll need special permits just to go there, and even then, US government assistance might be severely limited. Translation: if things go sideways, it might just be you, your backpack, and your wits. Suddenly, finding yourself in India takes on a very literal and very stressful meaning. Number 3. What's pissing off Americans? Laser-long visa waits, 3 to 8.5 months of calendar torture. Goodbye convenience, interview waivers, and Dropbox renewals are history. The shiny new $250 integrity fee, just for applying. Digital strip search, your social media is now visa fodder. Safety warnings galore, violent crime alerts, restricted zones, and quirky laws. Number 4. High energy analysis and humor. Here's the kicker. It's like India decided to turn the US travel process into a giant obstacle course, and Americans are standing there, trying to climb it with one hand tied behind their backs. That $250 integrity fee, it feels less like a government charge and more like a bad participation trophy. Congrats, you applied. Here's a bill you didn't want. And the level 2 advisory. That's like an invitation to a party where the host whispers, "Yeah, come over, just maybe don't eat the food, touch anything, or stay too long." Comforting, right? And then there's the social media check. Suddenly, your Instagram outfit choices are visa critical. That duck face selfie from 2014 could be the difference between welcome to America and better luck next time. Who knew selfies had stakes this high? Between the fees, the waits, and the warnings, travel feels less like an exchange of culture and more like a bad reality show. Spoiler alert, the contestants aren't laughing. And here's the real kicker. What feels like a headache for travelers today might just be India's way of flexing its global muscle tomorrow. Every hiccup, every delay, every extra dollar spent is shaping the story of how nations negotiate power, tourism, and influence on the world stage. It's messy, unpredictable, and fascinating to watch unfold. With that said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And until next time.